Hello, friends. Welcome to IS Help Desk. As we are all aware about the global health crisis, which is more than a health crisis, as COVID 19, which has been characterized as a pandemic by the World Health Organization, is affecting societies at their core. So, the COVID 19 outbreak affects all the segments of the population, and it is particularly detrimental to the members of those social groups who are in the most vulnerable situations. And now, as the situation has taken a center stage in our lives, today we will discuss how it links to the cases of increased domestic violence. Okay, now in our discussion, we will start from the basics like what is domestic violence and what are the various forms of domestic violence, also taking up the latest data. And then we'll look into the impact of domestic violence. And then we'll be discussing about the various causes that affected domestic violence during COVID 19 outbreak and along with the signs and symptoms of it. And then we'll move on to the laws related to domestic violence and also what are the various ways through which it can be addressed. And then we will also take up some international cases like how COVID 19 has affected the increase in domestic violence globally. Okay, now let's see what is domestic violence. Why we are going into the definitional part because yes, we all know what domestic violence is because as we say the word, there is automatically a picture that comes in our head and we all are able to imagine what it is. But when we are asked to write what domestic violence is on exam paper, then we need a proper definition about it. So, what is domestic violence is that violence committed by someone in the victim's domestic circle. Okay, this this someone that is the one who is committing the violence can be a partner, can be an ex-partner, or can be an immediate family member, and there can be other relatives and they can be family friends also. So, the term domestic violence is used when there is a close relationship between the offender and the victim. And in general, it is seen that there is always a power gap. That means there is always a power gap between the victim and the offender. That is, victim is always most of the time dependent on the offender. And if we talk about the various forms of domestic violence, then it can be seen in the form of physical violence, in the form of sexual violence, to which we also call as sexual abuse, in the form of psychological abuse, economical abuse, and who can be the victims? Then it can be seen that women form the largest group of victims, and then comes children, and there are many cases which also shows that men are also found to be the victim, and elderly, yes, of course, elderly are always a victim of domestic violence. Now let's see some of the recent data and trends released by various reports. So, for example, if we say the National Legal Service Authority, that is NALSA, it has recently said that due to nationwide lockdown, the number of domestic violence cases has rapidly increased. And along with this, the National Commission for Women has also said that due to lockdown, the number of domestic violence cases has raised an alarm as the highest number of cases where of domestic violence were recorded from Uttarakhand, and then Haryana was the second highest, and then comes Delhi. So now if we talk about the cases in other countries, then the government of countries like Australia, Brazil, France, China, and UK has reported the increase in number of domestic violence cases. And now let's talk about the causes of domestic violence in general and then specifically during the phase of lockdown that is due to the COVID 19 outbreak. So, domestic violence. So, violence, we can say that it is an act and every act always have a given thought behind it. So, the major thought or you can say the mindset behind the domestic violence is the patriarchal mindset. And now let me explain you in a very simple language that what is patriarchal mindset or what is patriarchy or what is patriarchal system. So if I give you a small definition about what is patriarchal system, then it is a social system, we can say, where men are in authority over women in all aspects of society. And the system which believes that where men are more often the established gender of authority and exhibit control in all situations. So that system is called as patriarchal system. And now if I mention some of the characteristics of patriarchal system, then the first characteristic that comes is the dominance of male, where men make all decision in society as well as family and have a sense of superiority. Then another characteristic is like male identification. That is, men are seen with a quality of control or quality of strength, strong work, these kind of qualities which identify. Then comes the characteristic of male centric and obsession of control. If we see the causes behind the increase in number of cases of domestic violence due to COVID-19, then due to coronavirus outbreak, we have been through a strict lockdown phase, and this made us to stay at home 24 into 7. So because of this, the time span of interaction between the couples or even the family members has increased. And if we see the trend of domestic violence, then it is seen that when men or women or both are employed, then the graph of domestic violence is seen in the declining phase. So due to lockdown, many has lost their job and most of the people were forced to work from home, which obviously led to increased interaction and so the increase in violence. Also, during lockdown, movements were restricted, which further enhanced the restriction on women. And these women who already faces the heat of stigma attached with them from going out, so all this made them the victim of sexual abuse, emotional abuse, and were always at high risk of physical abuse. And other important factors like the increased level of stress due to loss of job, also due to food insecurity, uncertainty, anxiety, anxiety due to seeing the news, various news channels, and also the feeling of inadequacy, we can say. All these factors only contributed into the worsening of the situation. And so, all these making women a victim of all these stress. Then I would like to talk about the major issue that lies here, that women, or we can say that the victim, which can also be a child or an aged person, not being able to access the company of friends with whom they used to be comfortable with, or any organization if they needed to report their condition. So, this is a major issue which they faced. Children, of course, they used to spend their major time of the day in school or college if they had to, and now they face the stress of anxiety, abuse due to lockdown. So these were the various causes of domestic violence during lockdown. And now, if we talk about the laws related to domestic violence in India, then first comes the section 498 of IPC. And this section got incorporated in 1983, and here the main objective was to protect the women from domestic violence, especially in their matrimonial houses, like in-laws' homes, and matters related to dowry. And this section 498A, it covers a wide range as it covers not only physical harassment, but it also covers mental harassment. In India, marital rape is not recognized as a crime yet. But yes, this act, this 498 section, it considers forced sex as cruelty and hence an offense. And then there is an act called as Protection of Women Against Domestic Violence Act. And here the act has increased its ambit by covering women who are in live-in relationship and yet not married. And so women can complain about the domestic violence who are in live-in relationship also. And this act, the Protection of Women Against Domestic Violence, also says that a woman has a right to get an order of protection against her abusive husband and his family so that she could continue her living in the same house. And by this, it means that the woman that she cannot be thrown out of her matrimonial home even if she reports her abusers, and to claim the maintenance, also to have the custody to her children and to claim the compensation. And there is also a section called Section 125 of IPC, which is related to the maintenance. And it says that a woman does not have to necessarily file for a divorce to have a right to receive the maintenance from her husband. So these were the laws related to domestic violence in India. And now let's move on to the proper strategy or a proper framework required to deal with these kind of situations, to deal with domestic violence. So we will see the measures and the strategies which are required during this kind of situation, that is during the pandemic kind of situation. But let's also see some of the measures that could lead to a better society and give a better condition for women to live. And the guidelines or the framework, not only keeping this pandemic in mind, but it should be general and a core strategy to make the process of dealing with such cases like of domestic violence in a swift manner. So this can happen if we set up a helpline number which can be in coordination of police and also of NGOs, also creating a informal network that can also help, because these networks can also become a key technique for the safety of women who are experiencing the violence. And then also creating online complaint links, and this email and WhatsApp based networks can be created. And if I personally suggest, then there should be a provision of sending voice messages, because women who are not able to type any message or due to any technical lack of technical knowledge, then she should be able to send her message. And then there is an urgent need of increasing the temporary operations regarding already existing violence. And then also identifying the women who are at the risk of violence. And this we can do by making a network, like reaching out at their neighbors or particular society groups. Then to also empower women and to make them feel comfortable, we have to provide them the information about the ongoing operations and services that is for them, and so that they could access in need. As it is said that economy empowers, so the women having cash transfers and ration support by the government are seen to be at reduced stress and under low risk of violence. Here, the local government can play an important role by providing support and encouraging women to come and openly speak about their sufferings. Because generally, in orthodox societies where women are subjugated and seen as a victim of patriarchal mindset, are not even allowed to speak about what they are going through. So, there is also an important role of community to lower the risk of domestic violence. And then, if we talk about police taking actions, then yes, police should provide an easy access with assistance when a woman is coming out to report about the domestic violence. And yes, of course, there is a need of one-stop crisis centers as a part of essential services. And during this lockdown phase, National Commission for Women came out with a helpline number especially activated during this time, so that in an urgent service could be provided. And as India is not the only country that is witnessing the rapid increase in the domestic violence reports and cases, but other countries like Australia, China, United Kingdom, Spain, France, and many other countries are also reporting that they are also seeing an increase in their cases and reports of domestic violence. And they came out with ideas and many innovative and creative ideas to deal with the cases of domestic violence during the phases of lockdown. Now, if we see the example of United Kingdom, then it lowered its restrictions for the women who are stepping out to report about domestic violence. Among this, Spain has come in a much more innovative way by giving a code Mask 19, which is a code for reporting about domestic violence. And France has started paying for women who reports for domestic violence. So these were the few ideas by some of the countries that opted for dealing with COVID-19 pandemic situation and the increase in domestic violence cases during the lockdown phases. So friends, this was our today's discussion about linkage between COVID-19 and domestic violence. So if you have any question regarding any stage of your preparation, then you can reach us through our mail info@ishelpdesk.in. Thank you so much for your patience and time.